Micah Parsons warns Cowboys fans with worrying update about his contract. Welcome to the channel, the definitive space for you to follow all the news and behind-the-scenes news about the Dallas Cowboys. Before we dive into today's topic, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel, helping our community grow and ensuring that you don't miss any updates about your favorite team. Now let's get straight to the point. Micah Parsons made statements that concern Cowboys fans regarding his contract negotiation. Could the franchise be taking too long to secure the permanence of its biggest defensive star? Parsons' contract negotiation creates uncertainty in Dallas. Rumors about Micah Parsons' future with the Dallas Cowboys continue to gain strength, and the recent updates are not exactly encouraging for fans. During the Super Bowl Sunday broadcast, NFL Network brought up the possibility that the Cowboys have considered trading Parsons rather than offering him a multi-million-dollar contract extension. However, despite this speculation, there is no concrete evidence that the Cowboys front office is actually willing to part ways with the player. On the contrary, both Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones have publicly stated that they have long-term plans to keep Parsons on the team. Still, what is concerning is not the trade rumors, but rather the lack of real progress in negotiations. With free agency fast approaching, Parsons has made a point of emphasizing that he wants to sign his extension as soon as possible, as it would allow the team to better utilize the available resources to resign its own free agents and bolster the roster with new signings. Parsons talks negotiations leaves fans on alert. During a Make-A-Wish benefit event last Thursday, Micah Parsons was asked about the progress of his contract negotiations, and while he sounded confident, his words weren't exactly reassuring. "Oh, it's all good, you know. It's been good," Parsons said, according to reporter Patrick Walker. "I have a lot of respect for Jerry. We have great conversations all the time. There's definitely a plan in place, but we'll see how it all plays out. There has been any progress yet, but I'm pretty confident something will happen, so we'll see." While Parsons didn't sound desperate, the fact that there has been no concrete progress in the negotiation so far raises a red flag. After all, he himself has already stated that he wants to close this deal before the start of free agency, so that the Cowboys have more financial flexibility when strengthening the roster. If the front office doesn't resolve this situation quickly, negotiations could drag on until training camp, which could create discomfort and distraction within the team. The importance of free agency and the pressure on the Cowboys front office. Micah Parsons doesn't just want to resolve his contract situation. He's keeping an eye on the NFL market and how other teams are strengthening for next season. He made that clear when he talked about the path the Cowboys need to take to become a truly competitive team again. "We have to be aggressive, just like other teams have been," Parsons said. "I don't want to sit back and watch other teams strengthen and we continue to do the same thing. I want to see our team become more aggressive and bring in players who really make a difference." The players' concern makes sense. Recently, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys' direct rivals in the NFC East, won Super Bowl LIX, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs, and proving that aggressive and well-executed off-season planning can turn a team into a title contender. If Dallas wants to compete at a high level next season, it needs to follow suit and strengthen key areas of its roster. And that starts with making sure its biggest defensive star is happy and focused on the long-term project. Extension values and the impact on the salary cap. The NFL's pass rusher market is booming, and Micah Parsons' contract will certainly reflect that. Cleveland Browns' Myles Garrett could be one of the players who helps redefine the position's value. This offseason, the market is currently valued at around $34 million per year, and the Cowboys know exactly what benchmarks they need to hit to keep Parsons on the team. If Dallas chooses to sign the extension now, in addition to securing the player's stay, it would also open up $18,269,000 in salary cap space, according to Over the Cap. This amount could be essential for the team to make necessary investments in other areas of the roster that are lacking. However, if the negotiations drag on too long, the impact could be negative for both parties. A delayed outcome would give the impression that the front office is not serious about the commitment to winning, which could generate dissatisfaction within the locker room and even affect the team's performance. What happened with Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb last offseason serves as a clear example of how a lack of agility in negotiations can create unnecessary problems. Conclusion: Cowboys need to resolve this fast. The Cowboys cannot afford to waste time. Micah Parsons is the centerpiece of the defense, a generational talent that needs to be retained and valued. If Dallas is serious about competing for the Super Bowl in the next few years, securing Parsons' extension should be a top priority. The clock is ticking and the front office needs to act. Cowboys fans expect to see a strong, competitive and well-planned team for 2025, and that all starts with ensuring that their biggest star is happy and committed to the future of the franchise. Now, we want to hear your thoughts. Should the Cowboys get this deal done as soon as possible? Is Parsons right to demand more aggressiveness from the front office? Leave your comment below and join the debate. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the latest behind-the-scenes news from the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys.